What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to the Crypto Remora. My name's Wes, and I am with, as always, Siri Crypto. What's up, Siri?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It is Thursday night, guys. We are here for our Thursday night stream. Siri and myself get together and talk everything crypto to keep you guys up to date, educated, but more importantly, entertained. That's what we're here for. Tonight's no different. We feel like right now is the perfect time in this cycle to sort of take a step back and go over some basics. We're gonna start getting a lot of new people coming in, and these new people, they have a lot of questions. So we want to kind of help with those questions. We're gonna take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, what makes them so unique, what makes them different from each other, and sets them apart from the different altcoins. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. And if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to it. Siri, what's up, man?
What's going on with you, man?
Not a whole lot, bro. When you first got into crypto, and I remember when I first got in, dude, it was like a whole lot of stuff. Like you don't understand things, but you're googling stuff, you're researching, looking things up, and one of the first things you look up is what's the better blockchain, what's the best crypto to invest in, and obviously you get Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's what we're here to talk about. And if you can just kind of share, like, what was that experience for you, man? Like, when you first heard about Bitcoin, what was kind of like the biggest misconception looking back now that you see, from hindsight?
I know that you're kind of leading me on with this question because I think and we talked off camera a little bit about what you were gonna ask, but we didn't say the details. But I think I know where you're going with this.
Mm.
But to be honest with y'all, I didn't. I was like, I bought Litecoin first. Okay. So this is where I'm going.
No,
with this,
you
right?
did, man.
I
Did
did,
really?
dude. I did.
Bro, you've never told me that.
The first crypto I ever
Never
bought.
told me that.
The first one I ever bought was Litecoin, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why. It's not because I didn't understand market cap, because
Right.
I did study market cap in stocks, right? So I understood the concept of market cap, but what I didn't understand was that just like in the stock world, people lie, right?
Yeah.
Right? People just lie. Like, you're allowed, there's no laws written against lying. Like, you can't, all right, put it this way. You can get in trouble if you lie about your numbers, right? That's
Yeah.
the only thing you can get in trouble with in stocks. Like, if you say, "Oh, we sold this many sales this year," and you list that to the public, you can
Right. get
get in trouble for that. If you're a publicly traded, publicly listed company, you can get in big trouble for that if the regulators are doing their job, which Gensler.
If they're doing their
Excuse
job.
me. But seriously, if you looked into crypto, I remember reading it. It was on Robinhood, and I said, Litecoin, faster than Bitcoin, more transactions per second, more secure. And I'm just like reading, and it didn't really say more secure, but
Well,
you
damn,
got
I might as
people
well
just.
buy it.
I'm like, well, hell, Bitcoin is $5,000-$10,000, and Litecoin's like $25. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna just buy Litecoin. So I did. I bit the bait. Even knowing and understanding market cap somewhat, I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now on that kind of stuff, but I still kind of knew, about market cap. But yeah, dude, I pulled the trigger, bought Litecoin. It was my first crypto I ever bought. I held it for about 3 days, okay? And in that 3-day period, that's when I was heavily studying ETH. I studied ETH like just for literally those next 3 days, and I was like, I'm selling this crap, dude. I was
Right.
like, this thing's a piece of crap. I had already watched Chico's videos and stuff, but what it was is Robinhood had only so much that you could buy back then. I believe it was Litecoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and ETH. Those were
Yeah.
like the only ones you could really buy.
And Ethereum Classic. I think Classic was on there too, right?
ETH Classic was on there a couple months after I got on there. They listed
Gotcha.
ETH Classic.
Yeah.
But I believe. No, it could have been on there. You might be right. But yeah, I was looking at the prices, everything, and then I kept my Doge, right? I bought bunch of Doge. I had 164,000 Dogecoin, which at the peak of the market would have been worth about 60 grand, which of course that hurt because I sold it when it was at like, 0.0007 or something. And, I was like, woohoo, I made 50 bucks.
Right.
And if I would have held Dogecoin for 6 more months, 8 more months, I would have made $60,000. So that was a very painful lesson. But that was my first experience of kind of understanding. Hey, man, wait a minute. The crypto game's got some not FUD, but well, we got FUD too. But it's got some misleading
Right.
cryptos that'll kind of say, hey, man, give me your money. Put your money in here. Whereas once you start learning a little more, you start to realize, hey, I would have been better off with something else like Bitcoin or Ethereum, literally. But I want to flip the same question to you, bro.
Yeah.
Because you had me, your situation is a little different because I came at you like a madman
Yeah.
because you're my boy in real life. So I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking, you don't buy crypto. Like, you need to do this. And I did. I knocked on your
Yeah.
fucking, excuse me, like a psycho. And was like, you need to get in this,
Yeah.
because you're my buddy. I wanted to see you do well with it.
Right.
And I knew you would, and you are. So, but even with me telling you all this stuff, what was a lesson you learned on your own in the beginning?
I guess in hindsight, like looking back, because the first thing I bought was Dogecoin, and I think this is a good conversation to have because, like I was saying in the intro, like we're gonna have so many new people coming in that they don't understand market cap, they don't understand the technology. All they look at is, like, for instance, there's a game. It's the only game I play on my mobile phone. It's the only game I play on my cell phone. I download it from the Play Store, and it's a Modern Strike or something. I can't remember the name, but inside of that game, they use their the monies in that is gold. They have the little gold coins, and I think the biggest misconception is that everybody that doesn't understand the technology or understand what cryptocurrency is, they look at it like it's play money. Like they don't think it's real money. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the difference is crypto is backed by code. Crypto is backed by these smart contracts and code. And I think that's the biggest misunderstanding. And I even me, dude, I'm like, what am I buying, dude? Like, I'm buying monopoly money here. But I think the biggest difference is education, dude. Like, when you first get in, you're like, whatever, dude. Like, I see that the money's been pumping, people are buying it, so you get in for the financial gain, right? You don't really understand the technology or the cause or the movement or anything like that, or the potential that it has, and you don't understand the smart contracts or any of the technology backing Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of these other blue chip coins. But I think the biggest challenge for me was understanding that, dude. Like, what is the difference between the money that I'm using on this game, that I'm buying weapons and armor and stuff with on the game? What's the difference between that and crypto? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And I think these are the questions that we're going to have a lot of new people asking, man, when they first come in. And then another one is, like, another misconception that I had was, Bitcoin is, when I got in, it was like $15,000. And I'm like, so why would I buy Bitcoin when I can buy Dogecoin at 0.00005 and potentially have it go up to $15,000? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
why? I'm just gonna buy a bunch of Dogecoin.
Yeah, you're a
And
millionaire.
if it goes to $15,000, dude, I'm gonna be rich. You know what I mean? And I think that was my biggest struggle, dude. And I think it's gonna be a lot of people's big struggle when they first come in, because they don't understand market cap, they don't understand the technology, they don't understand what it actually is. And everybody thinks that, the crypto guys, we think that all these cryptocurrencies are gonna replace the dollar, and I think that's why this is a good conversation to have, so we can clarify and help people understand that that's not the objective. Like, that's not the goal. Yeah, Bitcoin would be great to, back the dollar with, you know what I mean? Or USDC would be great to use also, but have it backed up with Bitcoin or some other, solid projects, or some, other solid store of value like that, man. So That was my biggest struggle, I believe, man.
So it was market cap. So
Yeah.
even in learning about market cap with stocks, like I was saying, it's like I didn't understand that how you say it, that in crypto they were going to use people's lack of knowledge of market cap
Yeah.
so frequently. And also what you said, is brilliant, man. That's a brilliant point. The the whole, oh, cryptocurrency, it's that second part that misleads people because they say, oh, I don't want to buy cryptocurrency.
Right.
That's like this digital money.
They don't
and they,
understand it.
and they just totally think it's just meant to replace fiat. And the big joke is, we call it crypto. We don't say cryptocurrency. Like, are
Right.
you gonna buy cryptocurrency? Like, we don't say it like that because we don't look at it like that. But then also people say, well, what can you buy with it? You can't buy anything with it. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I just bought gas. It's like, not. And I'm not talking about Ethereum.
Yeah.
I'm talking about real gas. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Granted, now I had to sell some Pepe coins that I was hot on for a little bit. You know what I mean? Gas got low. Let me sell a little Pepe. But I think what people don't understand is that you can almost instantaneously, it takes about 5 minutes. I've literally made so many sales standing in line at the store, just been like, all right, I don't have enough money on my debit card. Let me go ahead and sell some
Yeah.
and not to say that I'm selling in a stupid way, because I always look, I see, well, what's up the highest, right? So if ETH is up higher, if my percentage of ETH is higher and Pepe is lower for the day, obviously, what do? You sell the one that's a little higher for the day, if you have to sell it all, right? So I don't recommend selling to buy groceries or to get gas and stuff like that. But if you're in a pinch and you need to, within 5 minutes you can move your crypto right to a debit card. There's a million different ways to do it. So I think that's another thing that people need to understand and learn, and kind of get that through with this message tonight. Bitcoin versus Ethereum, which one's better? And the first thing you would look at would be that market cap question. People would say, well, look, Bitcoin is $30,000. I can't afford 30,000. I only get one. Whereas Ethereum, I'm gonna get 30 of them if it's $1,000. So, but how would you approach explaining that? Because you're a good teacher when it comes to stuff like, especially numbers, man. You're good with numbers. How would you explain that to a noob and say, look?
So, yeah, I mean, it's tough, man, because I remember you trying to explain it to me, and I'm like, in my head, like, everybody's got their own way where they got to be taught things, man. And for me, I think that as a noob, you come in and you have to do research. You have to have somebody guiding you. You need to know what these things are. And you come in wanting the financial gain. You don't care about the technology. You don't care what it is or what it does or what the future holds for it. You're just like, yeah, I just want to make some money. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna go trade it in for some fiat and I'm good. But like, the whole vision, man, like, Satoshi's vision, was to create this electronic decentralized cash system, that would kind of enable these fast, efficient transactions without the need for centralized banks, like a centralized authority. And I think that's the bigger picture, man. I think these are the things that people need to know about. You know what I mean? And thanks to Bitcoin and Satoshi, and we still don't know who he is, and I think that that's cool too, man. Like, that it adds that little mystique to crypto. Like, who's Satoshi Nakamoto, man? But that's another video that we can talk about. But I think that once you start going down that rabbit hole, man, and you come in for the gains, and then you figure out what the technology is and the potential for this, man, like, you kind of get sucked into that rabbit hole, man. And Bitcoin is definitely the first one that I would recommend people to look at, because that's kind of where it all started. And Bitcoin revolutionized, the financial industry and kind of paved the way for these cryptocurrencies, man, to, follow in its footsteps. But completely two different things, man. Bitcoin is more looked at as that store of value, and it's the top dog, man. It's been it's been proven. It's got a good track record, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I would definitely say start off with Bitcoin, but they're two different things, man. And Ethereum, they when Ethereum came out, when did Ethereum come out? Bitcoin was 2009. Ethereum came out what, in 2015?
um, 2013 was
Yeah, it was
it was
something like
it
that.
was
I know it was that.
early, but there wasn't a whole lot you could do. Let me actually
Yeah,
Google that because it's like that's one of those
yeah.
things that is.
It was definitely somewhere 2013, 14, or 15. It was something like that. But like, and then here comes Ethereum, and they introduced these smart contracts, man. Like the smart contract technology is
2015.
is
2015 is
2015.
when they launched in the DAO event.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, dude. But the cool thing is, let me get back to what I was saying. But Ethereum, they introduced these smart contracts, and those are used to basically automatically execute a payment to like a supplier or something once the contract's been fulfilled or whatever. But the difference in Bitcoin and Ethereum to me is like that. It's like the internet of the blockchain, and you use Ethereum, and all these D apps and DeFi and all these protocols are building on top of Ethereum. Bitcoin is like that store of value, man. Like, you know what I mean? I guess you just kind of have to figure out which one's the, which one you're more into. But a lot of the institutions and big money, they're going towards Bitcoin. Do you think that Ethereum's gonna flip Bitcoin in market cap eventually, dude? And do you think it'll last?
And that's the thing. I want to go back, because you're kind of holding back a little bit. Because I know in the beginning, I was harping on you about Bitcoin, right? I was the Bitcoin maxi. You were ETH maxi in the very beginning when you first
Oh,
start.
I just think they're two completely different things.
But you were a
You know what I
maxi
mean?
in the beginning, a little
Absolutely.
bit, a little
Absolutely.
bit, and you still are bullish.
I
As
still
hell.
hold way more
Way
ETH
more
than I
ETH.
do Bitcoin.
Absolutely. And and the beautiful thing about that is, I was trying to tell you, if you buy, it's not alpha. What is it called? Not theta either. Is it delta? The delay of time in which your profits. It's one of those. I can't remember which one it is because I'm still, like I said, I'm not 100% a studier. I learned what I learned, and then I learned enough to get me in trouble. but but there is a technique in investing that if you're buying something early on at a cheap enough price versus buying something later on, which how much room it has to roll, how much room does it have to shoot and blast off, versus acquiring more of that asset, like buying Bitcoin at 3,000 versus buying it at 30,000. It's so much astronomically harder to accumulate Bitcoin at $30,000 versus accumulating Bitcoin at $3,000. But Ethereum's got so much going on. It's like, how can you not see what, and I was in Ethereum maxi too. Like I had a third of a Bitcoin. I sold it for 6 Ethereum, right? So, and that was in the very beginning when I started because I got in early. I'm talking, I was buying Ethereum down to $75, bro. But I didn't have a whole lot of money when I was buying. So, I had conviction. And thank God I bought when I did because it got me out of a huge hole that I was in at the time. And, but yeah, it's like, which one is more, which one is more profitable to buy right now?
Yeah, like if somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, dude, I'm looking to get into cryptocurrency. What should I buy and why?" And like for me, dude, just to be safe, because they're gonna go down that hole either way, dude. Next thing you know, they're gonna be buying freaking, Shiba dog doo doo. They're gonna be buying a freaking 20,000 rank coin, degening. But like, if your grandma walks up to you, grandma walks up to you, Nana comes up and says, "Hey, I got $1,000. What do I buy?" Like, what do you say, dude? For me, I'm gonna say you've got $1,000. Put 500 into a Bitcoin. Put 500 into Ethereum,
And
or like maybe
that's straight. That's the straightest shot answer you could give,
yeah,
because, I would reverse it. Anytime anyone asks me a question about finances, I turn around and hit them over the head with a question because if you're saying, well, which one should I buy? And then I say, well, what's your goals? What's your plans? When do you need the money?
True.
Like, because you can't just answer an investment question with
You're right.
with an answer, because you need to know about the person's
What
financial
their goal
is, right?
Their timeline.
And we're not financial advisors. We're not giving you financial advice. This is entertainment channel.
Yeah.
But what you said is beautiful, because it's a beautiful balance. Your $500 that you put into Bitcoin's not going to move down so violently as Ethereum will, because Ethereum is going to move quicker up and it's going to move quicker down. But Bitcoin's got more market cap, so Bitcoin's going to be like that slow ship. So if the market tanks, that 500 you put into Bitcoin is going to stay a little more secure than that 500 you put in ETH, whereas that 500 you put in ETH might drop a lot faster. But the good side is, on the other side is, when the market pumps, that 500 you put into Ethereum is going to run up a lot faster. So splitting it down the middle, like you just said, is a beautiful strategy, because you got the best of both worlds and you're giving yourself options. That's what I would explain to somebody that was brand new coming in.
And like you said, dude, it really depends on who you are, how much time you got on your hands, because if you got a lot of time on your hands, dude, then Ethereum, there's so much you can do on it because of the B apps and the smart contract technology. So I guess it really depends on how much time you have on your hands. But
now hold up, we got another monkey wrench now here, okay? Because we're exploring this Bitcoin versus ETH thing, right?
Yeah.
So Bitcoin says, "Oh yeah, what's up with DeFi? You think you're the only game in town on DeFi now, huh?" Now Bitcoin, the Bitcoin network is stepping it up, bro. They did it with the ordinals, they did it with the NFTs first, and now they're going into DeFi. I watched a little bit of Chico's 2-hour stream the other morning. He's got some serious alpha packed in that freaking live stream, y'all. If you get a second, watch that, because, man, I was learning about DeFi on Bitcoin, different Bitcoin wallets, the NFT on Bitcoin.
The only thing about that, dude, they're going to have to simplify it, man. Like, dude,
it is rough. It's rough.
It is rough, dude.
It's rough.
They're going to have to simplify. If they're going to bring DeFi onto, and the ordinals isn't so bad, but bringing DeFi in, man, I still haven't executed my first trade.
Dude, I haven't either. I haven't got my first NFT
I have no idea, dude. I think I got it, but I don't. So, yeah, that's something we need to work on.
And you're right. That's the downside to the Bitcoin DeFi is that the Bitcoin DeFi is a lot harder to use. The learning curve is a lot more intense than say jumping on Arbitrum. And speaking real quick, just I don't want to break the flow up, but we did put a post on Twitter. Where we said if you had any comments or topics. We had a comment. We had a question.
Who's that?
Our first question is from a gentleman named Andrew Saunders, and he says,
"Oh, hello."
Andrew Saunders says, "My question is, why are you such chads?" So I just responded on Twitter. I just said, we learn from the best. We learn from the
best, man.
That's why,
learn from the best.
And then we have one more. We have one from Cheddar Bob here. Cheddar Bob says, "Do you think crypto still has legs, or do we start a slow descent from here?" Great question. I'm gonna let you answer that.
I think that have y'all ever seen Siri's legs? He's got these beautiful calves, dude. Like, I don't know how you got them, dude. Like
soccer and karate, man.
I don't. Yes,
a lot.
Like, his calves are huge, bro. They're like the size of my head. So as long as crypto continues with calves like Siri's calves, man, legs like Siri's legs, we're good, man. We're golden.
We're golden.
I think we continue up. Thank you, Cheddar Bob. Thank you, Saunders, man. We love you guys. Appreciate it.
So,
what do you think, man?
So yeah, do we still have legs? Absolutely. I think our legs are bench pressing 275 pounds right now, and we're about to put another 75 pounds on. That's the kind of legs I think we're standing on, because you got BlackRock and Fidelity.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't looked at the charts recently, the charts are so choppy. It's like being on a rowboat in a freaking sea storm right now. If you're trying to trade this market right now, you're getting hacked up, buddy, because it's
Yeah,
so choppy. It's just like
it
it's
is.
complete sideways, but it's choppy, man. And it's like, I'm in two trades right now, and I'm just like, I can't even watch the price anymore. I'm just like, I wake up and I say, how much you want to bet Bitcoin's around $30,000? I'm gonna take a wild guess. It's like, are y'all doing that? Are you doing that in the morning? Like saying, let me take a wild guess. It's at 30,000. Open your phone. It's at
Pretty much, man.
twenty
Pretty
nine
much.
eight or 32. 30,200.
But you know what's cool, man, is we had that decent move up. I'm not gonna say huge, but it was a decent move up, and like we're staying within that range, dude. We're consolidating, and we had a fake out to the upside. We went, a little above 31, and got rejected, came back down, and like we're just in that range. If you take out that little fake out, we've been going in this range, man. Jesus, I don't even have the charts pulled up, but we've been going in that sideways accumulation range, man, for a while now, dude. So we're bound to get something, man. They don't last long. Those ranges like that don't last long at all. So yeah, we're being cautious, man. Just kind of watching it.
So in the end game, as far as Bitcoin versus ETH goes, which is better? The answer is yes. That's
yes,
yes. Bitcoin or ETH. Yes, please. I'll take them both because
yeah. I mean,
that
go ahead. I'm
that's
sorry.
no. I was just gonna say I'll take them both because it's almost like
Yeah,
gasoline and oil, right?
yeah,
It's like you can't run the car business. You can't run so
right.
much without both of them.
Yeah,
Okay, now they're saying, oh, well, Tesla and electric cars. And I get that. I understand that. But that transition, everyone thinks is going to be like, oh, flip a light switch and you're going to get rid of all gas cars. It's like, come on, dude. Like, that's not going to happen as quick as everyone thinks. I don't want to say it's impossible. I'm just going to say, like me, I like getting into a gas engine car and hitting the freaking gas and
yeah.
and feeling the vibration of the car. My dad drives a 56.
Ooh,
My dad drives a 56 Chevy, Bel
talking
Air.
hotness.
He,
All
he,
right.
drove, he drove a Bel Air. He used to race it in the street. And I'm going to tell you what, he let me drive it. The first car I ever drove was my dad's 56 Bel Air. I was like 13, 14
Yeah,
years
bro.
old.
My dad used to let me drive, man, all
And
the
there's no
time,
feeling
man.
like that in the world, man. And the Teslas, I know
I'm
the
telling
model.
you, man.
I know that Tesla's the fastest car on the road right now. Technically,
Is it really though?
It is, dude. It is the model.
Really?
The model, I think Model S, whatever. The sportier looking one. That is the fastest car on the road right now. And I was kind of like, damn. Okay, well they took the title
yeah.
on that. But you got to go plug your little battery in after 15 minutes.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing, dude. There's nothing like you said, man. A gas-powered motor, man. You feel that little tingle in your balls, man, and hit the gas and take off, bro. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
And you know what we sound like right now? We sound like the horse and buggy guys when the first car was invented. Like, oh, get out of here! I'm not
there
riding
ain't
that.
nothing like a horse and buggy. When that
Give me
horse
my
kicks
horse.
off,
That's it.
when that horse starts bucking,
That's it, man. And so, but I think that curve is going to take longer than what everybody is doing. But to wrap it all up, because we're running out of time here, Bitcoin versus ETH. My final closing statement is
yes.
Yes, both of them. You should hold both of them for different reasons, but you should absolutely have both of them in your portfolio.
Yeah.
There is no one that's better necessarily, but I will say, like Wes made a really good point. If you're holding a bunch of ETH, you can use
so
that
much
ETH.
you can do, man.
There's so much you can do. NFTs, you can do DeFi.
And that's when you learn about Arbitrum.
Staking.
Layer 2s,
Go over to
yeah.
Arbitrum, and your ETH goes even further. You get twice the value out of your ETH on Arbitrum. So, if you guys are just getting in, you just Googled which one's better. Do some more research. Educate yourself. The more you learn about what you can do with ETH, you're going to fall in love with it more. And the more you learn about how secure Bitcoin is and decentralized it is, the more of a maxi you're going to slowly become too. So it's like,
dude, they're both beautiful. And at the end of the day, man, Bitcoin and Ethereum are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the potential for cryptocurrency, man. As more and more people around the world begin to, realize the benefits of decentralized finance and the innovations that are coming around, you're going to see a lot more people coming into it, man. Whether you're an investor or simply, someone interested in the future of finance, in my opinion, there's not a better time to kind of jump in and get involved with crypto, man. So, if you are watching this video and you're Googling what is crypto, you are already in a good position, man. And just keep educating yourself, man. Keep watching our videos. Keep learning, man. You're doing good. If you're here watching this, you're doing good.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man. Anything else you want to add before we jump off here, man?
No, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody for supporting the
Yeah,
channel, and we got some plans still with the project. We're going to be announcing some more stuff coming up, but don't think that we're slacking on that, guys. We are working behind the scenes.
We're taking our time.
We're taking our time. We're not going to rush this thing just to put something out. We really want to have something quality, but we are getting some fire lit up under us to kind of shuffle it along. I know Wes is ready to talk a little more about the white paper. So yeah, we're working on it.
We're working hard, man, and we appreciate all of you guys for being here, man, and supporting the channel. So, yeah, thank you guys, man. Keep coming back, keep watching us, man. Thank you for, Cheddar Bob and Saunders, man, Chief Saunders over there for jumping in and asking the questions, man. We appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Much love to you guys. Much love to the Arbonauts. And until next time, peace out.